Welcome back, one and all, to Dave's Dungeon. And tonight, we recap Spooktober Movie Review for 2024. Now, I have to say, you did it to me again. You keep doing it to me year after year, and I don't know if I can handle it, because each time you do it gets more unbelievable. And I just want to say, if you watch nothing else of the video, from the bottom of my heart, if you watched even one episode, even partially, thank you so much for participating in this year's Spooktober. It really does mean a lot to me that more people find good horror, and that more people come and join my community and be a part of, spreading the news about which horror they like and which horror they don't. So, thank you so much if you joined us at all, like even a little bit. I don't care. I love you. I really appreciate you for being here, even if you were only here for a little while. And really and truthfully, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I really appreciate you for spending any time with me at all. And I love you from the bottom of my heart. Now, what do I mean by you keep doing it to me? So, I started doing Spooktober in 2018. It was in print back then. It was written out 31 for 31 each day. I'd recommend a movie. I'd tell them who was in it. I'd tell them why they should watch it and what was good and what might not be so good. But that was for people that hadn't experienced a lot of horror. Those people who were asking me, number one, some of them were just friends, people who were interested to hear what I was into. Some of them were students who, at the time, I was a college instructor / student myself, so they were trying to, gauge my own where I was and find out swap information. They wanted to know what horror movies I knew about and wanted to tell me about ones they knew about. So I started doing Spooktober as just a way to communicate and talk to them and really to fulfill their needs, which were, what's Dave watching year to year? I really should have thought this one through before I started it, because what would start in 2018 as a 31 for 31 that I would do pretty much non-stop from 2018 to 2019 to 2020 for 3 years, it then became, well, I don't want to do it in written form anymore. And so 2021 rolled around. Yeah, our first year on YouTube. Woo! Yeah, that's right. That's right. Our first year on YouTube was mid-pandemic. I can't tell you guys how just wild that year was for me. And at the same time, I also can't tell you how amazing the results were that year. I knew of at least 8 of you. Yeah, numbers that low. 8 of you who were involved in the first video version of Spooktober. I count you on my 2 hands. And do you know how I know there were 8 of you involved? Because in that first year of 25 videos, yeah, some of them broke 39 views. Some of them broke 29 views. Some of them broke 18 views. but for the most part, most of them were 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 7. I don't know which one of you fell off, but one of you, that movie wasn't to your interest. But that first year of just us and modestly just recommending whatever I felt like, but at the same time, I was recommending movies that, how do I say this? Some of them I didn't like, and some of them I was just getting from people as recommendations, and that wasn't really fun for you, and it wasn't really fun for me, and we really struggled that first year, didn't we? But we had 25 videos, and across those 25 videos, we had 382 views. Now, this was way more than I expected. I expected to maybe make 200. You know, you do the math, you do 20 videos, you do 10 views, you think, oh, I'll do 250 views. Nope. We did way over what I expected. So, the next year was even rougher. We had 2022 crawl around, and I made a mistake. Dave made a very, 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 very big mistake that he will never probably never make that mistake again. And that was Dave didn't run Spooktober for the year 2022. For those of you wondering where that playlist is, it's not anywhere. It was not written out. It was not done in videos. It was not, well, it did exist in one place. In my watch list. My watch list for the year 2022 was on a white sheet of composition note paper. And you can ask the other people in my movie watch group, that piece of paper did not have any more square footage to put even one more movie recommendation on. Okay? There were 96 films on my watch list. Ask me how many of them I cared to recommend. Yeah. Some years it's barren. Some years it's rough. And then some years I don't have it in me. I figured out I needed a break. So I took 2022 off and rested myself in a way that we'll talk about a little bit later. A little bit in the video, we'll talk about it because it's important to the future. So in 2023 though, after getting over 100 emails in, I don't know, just 30 days, 31 days, because I think it was about 30 days, y'all just kept emailing me, Dave, where are the Spooktober videos? Where are you? Oh, I got over 100 emails. Well over 100 emails going, fuck. It was not pretty. And so I vowed, because I almost made a mistake again this year, but we'll talk about that. I said I wouldn't miss another year. And whether I'm a liar or not, we'll see. Because 2023 came around. And I decided this year I wasn't going to disappoint you any longer. I was going to, for the first time in a long time, actually get you 31 videos. I actually got you 33 because I got you an extra video for Friday the 13th because we actually got one, and then I got you an introduction. So there's your 33. And I gotta say, the count totals doubled. Yeah, I had my first video hit 130 views that year. And it is notably the only video that did. But we had several 30s, several 40s, several 50s. ending up in a whopping total of 803 views for just 2 years prior. We 2.5 what we made. Okay? Not quite 2.5, but 1.5. Yeah, just about 1.5, maybe 2 times what we're doing this next year. And another important detail that I noticed between that year and this year. Note this number: 17, 16, 14, 15, 13, 17, 14, 16, 17, 19, 19. Yeah, there's a certain number of you that this is your jam. So I'm guessing that's the 9 from the year, or the 8 from the year before, plus 11. So for those 11 of you who rolled from 2021 to 2023, thank you so much for being a part of this. I really appreciate y'all. And the reason I'm thanking each group individually is because guess what happened this year? 17 recurring viewers on every video I put out. 17 particularly. Oh look, it's the same number as the total number of viewers last year. Except this year, we blew everything out of the water. Everything. On the back of 16 videos, y'all put in 1,072 views. Whoa. The most watched hours of Spooktober we have ever done. Talking 69 hours. Nice. We had 17 recurring viewers, video to video, across the entire month. But then we had 800 new viewers. Well, roughly 785. And to those of you, welcome, one and all. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll leave us a like, and I hope you'll subscribe. That's the sales pitch. I'm moving on. I won't beat you to death with the YouTuber speech that you get hit with 40 times in a day. And then we had my new favorite cookies. 5 new subscribers, bringing us to a total of 72. I gotta say, to you 5 new subscribers, welcome, Dungeon Dwellers. I'm glad to have you around. Hope you enjoy. Make sure you get into my other stuff down in the channel. You got plenty to watch. There's hours of content already on the channel. You have old Spooktobers, and you have video gameplays. All of which I have cleaned up here recently because I realized it was quite a mess. So it should be a little easier to find and navigate your way around all of that stuff without a bunch of mess. So feel free to take a look at the channel and enjoy. But for those of you who asked in various forums I'm in, who were asking about Spooktober, is Dave monetized? Is the dungeon monetized? And the answer there is no. We are as small as it gets. And I gotta say, to everybody, like I said, to each and every one of you who participated this year, I am floored. I am flabbergasted. I didn't know there were this many of you. I did not know. Hi. Nice to meet you. I hope we have a long journey together. But for those of you who are wondering, you need 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers to be monetized at all, even at the basic level. So we're exactly 2,931 watch hours and about 428 subscribers from any sort of monetization whatsoever. Hey, y'all are the fans. Y'all want to change that? Be my guest. But I'm happy with where we are with us just talking about horror and video games and anything else that we feel like it, because we're nerds and we believe in heroism and villains. And other than that, we're just here to have some fun and kick some ass. So I cleaned up the channel so you guys can better navigate it, and I reorganized the top of the list, the actual videos in the playlist organizer, and I shuffled some stuff around so that you could find it better. So hopefully that will make it a little easier to find the channel and watch what you want to watch, which obviously is the new Spooktober. I gotta say, it warms my heart, because it's like, I did exactly half, and you guys still blew it up. You blew it up. And I can't thank you enough for that. I can't. It warms the dark, black little heart of mine that you gave a shit at all. Much less that you came in there, and I mean this, y'all came in there and gave me not one, not two, but 3 100 view videos, giving me a complex. Yeah, the first video had over 140 something views, almost 150. The second video was like 113. And every video after that, 40, 50, 60. Y'all are knocking this shit out of the park. And I gotta say, I couldn't ask for much more than that. So, what's going on with Dave? Where's he been? Why doesn't he make more than October videos? Well, remember how I said I was writing a book? Remember how I said I'd tell you information about that book? Remember how I said that book was almost done? Yeah. What if I told you my first feature-length, over 30 chapters, already over 300 pages, was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th 5 chapters from being fully, completely done with its first draft. Now I know y'all are going, Dave, that sounds like some writer shit for I still got like 2 years of writing to do. No. After the first draft comes minor edits and tweaks, because I work from a draft 0, which means the half draft is already done. Yep. Yeah, my half drafts, they're just about done. I got 5 chapters left on the half draft. And then, once the half draft's done, we put all that in a type draft to make draft 1. And it gets edited from a half draft to a full draft. Then from draft 1, it gets edited to make sure that everything makes sense and that there are no plot holes and that it looks like we did it on purpose the whole time. You know, the Neil Gaiman method. No, we're not patterning our life after him, just our techniques, okay? But I've been writing a book for the past going on 6 years now. 6 years since COVID started. And gotta say, it's quite a journey to figure out how much you don't know about what you're supposed to do, and then learn what you need to know, and then go off in a direction and realize, holy cow, I didn't realize what I was doing. I didn't realize how much I want to do this, but at the same time, how much I didn't know about what the task was going to require. You know, I didn't know how big that mountain was before I started going, I'm going to climb that mountain. But I am happy I am so thrilled, and I am happy with where I'm at in the process, and the story is so good. It's the book I've always wanted to read, and it's gonna be the series I've always wanted to read, and it's felt in every way terrifying. In every way, it's been the worst. In every way, it has been painful. Fucking painful. Just experience beige. But at the same time, in the same breath and words, I have never felt more like I'm going the right way in my life. I've never felt better. I've never felt like... Tell you what it feels like, and if I can describe it best, I'll describe it like this. It feels like this is what I was supposed to be doing this whole entire time. So much so that it almost makes me wonder why I ever wasted any time doing anything else. Yeah. This thing means something to me. And it's hard to admit that. So yeah, that's why you didn't get a full Spooktober this year. There was no way I was gonna rest up, take a vacation, which I gotta say, everybody was screaming at me because they're wondering when I sleep. Yeah, you'd have to watch me for a couple of months to go, oh my God, when does he sleep? Yeah, it's that bad. I would say I'm fine with my workload right now. I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm content with it. I'm excited by it. And to the point I'm hitting obsession. And good obsession and bad obsession. So I needed to take this month. And I got yelled at again because people were going, hey, are you going to post up this year? They got the emails going early. And I said, well, I wasn't sure because this was my current schedule. And I only have 5 chapters left to, finish on this book. I'd really like to finish the book this year. So I don't know if Spooktober is going to happen. And people showed up at my house. People showed up at my house and said, that's not what's going to happen this year. If we have to put them in your hands and say, these are the movies you're reviewing, this is what's happening this year, bub. So we didn't skip this year either. But what are we doing going forward? More Spooktobers. 2025 is it's not going to be any stranger. But that doesn't mean we probably won't hear from me before then. And I can't imagine why you might hear before then. If the book gets done, guess what, YouTube? You're going to get the first views of it. That's right. When I release my spoilers, will do it right here. For all of you who have followed me for all these years. Yep. I'm going to release at least I'm still working it out. Maybe 3 chapters. One in audiobook format. Probably release a written form of it too. But I don't know. I'm still working on how that's going to all work out and what I feel like spoiling after 7 years of work. 7 years of my life. Yeah, this story is involved. It has been so many nights and so many weekends and so many weeks and so many months that, you know how you feel like you've been doing a job and long enough that you feel like you can say you can do the job, or that you can claim the title? Yeah, I've been doing the job long enough I can say I'm a writer. Definitely more so than I can say I'm a YouTuber, and I got way more success there. But now comes the rather sad and unfortunate time where we have to say goodbye to the bonfire and to all you spirits, ghast, ghouls, creeps, kitties, freaks, weirdos, mutant family, and the dungeon dwellers, one and all. Till I crawl out of my grave again and start knocking on your doors. Night, night. Sleep tight. And don't let the boogeyman scare you in the night. Have a sweet and pleasant dream, one and all. And I will see you next year. Sweet dreams.